$2.74 per square foot to design your general office space. However, for the data center space, I get $3.69 a foot. I get a little more to do the data center. Okay? Because it takes more, I have to put a little more into that. And here's what I'm going to give you in that fee. I'm going to give you one meeting a week through bidding and negotiation. It's all there, so I'm just going to read it, okay? I don't, if you want to take coach account, so everything I'm telling you is there. I'm going to give you one meeting a week through bidding and negotiation, and then one meeting every 2 weeks during construction, and I'm just going to give you one for a punch list walk, one meeting. If you want me at additional meetings, it'll cost you $200 an hour. Okay? My reimbursable expenses, and by the way, reimbursable expenses would be, they'll usually consultants charge you for reimbursables, like the use of the telephone. They make copies of drawings, they make Xerox copies, they travel to the job site, whatever. These are reimbursable expenses, supplies, whatever the heck it is. So I'm going to tell you that figure my reimbursables will be about 10% of the total fee. And I'm going to bill you at 110% times the reimbursable expense. You know what I mean by that? So if I have a reimbursable expense of $100 for something, I'm going to bill you, I'm telling you I'm billing you $110. And I bill you, why do I bill you an extra 10%? Kevin?
Overhead?
Yeah, you know, their argument is, I have to create an invoice, I have to invoice you, I got to mail you that invoice, it's got to go through my accounts payables or receivables department, they got to track you down because you're not paying me. I got to develop an invoice and bill you, that costs something. So if you're going to pay me for these things are truly reimbursable, well then anything it costs me to put that bill together, you got to pay me for that too. So I'm telling you, I charge you 10% above my reimbursable cost for my reimbursable. Got it? Okay. Now, Eddie Engineer. All right, I'm a little cheaper than Arnie. I get $222 a square foot for the office space, but I get more than that in data center space because they have a lot to do. I get $4.13 for the data center. And my fee includes one meeting every 2 weeks through construction, one for the punch list, and I charge you $2.25 an hour for additional meetings. And my reimbursables are 10% of my total fee, billed at 1.1 times reimbursable expense. Okay, same as so. Got it? Okay. Structural engineer. The only reason why we need a structural engineer here is because I have a high density file area, that stuff's pretty heavy. So structural engineer, who am I?
Sydney.
Sammy?
No, Sydney.
Sally, do I have it right?
Sydney Structure.
Sydney, there he is. I'm Sydney. I get $5 a square foot for the high density file area, and whatever meetings you want me to come to, I'll come. Okay? And my reimbursables are 10% of the total fee, and I bill that at 1.1 times reimbursables. Okay? Fire alarm consultant, that's Freddie Fire. Okay, I'm Freddie. I'm just going to charge you a flat fee of $7,500 to do this job. Okay? And whatever meetings you want me to be at, I'll be there. My reimbursables should only be about 5% of the total fee, and that's at 1.1 times times the reimbursable expense. Okay? Tommy Toast, the asbestos consultant. That's who I am right now. I'm Tommy Toast. Just $500 to get the ACP 5. It's a non-asbestos project filing. What I mean by that, by the way, is I told you on the previous page there was no asbestos on this job, but when you do a project, you have to go down and file that it's a non-asbestos job. You actually go file, either you're filing for an ACP 7 if there was asbestos, but if there isn't, you're going to go down and you're going to get to the owner an ACP 5, which says either there's no asbestos or it's below, there's a minimum 25 linear feet, 40 square feet or 10 square feet, 10 square feet, or 25 linear feet. Anyway, it's considered a non-asbestos project, but you still got to pay me to go down and get it. And get you that ACP 5, so $500 for that. Okay? And the project manager, whoever that is, that's you guys. Okay? Oh, no, yourself. That's you, yourself. Okay? So you guys, you're going to charge $1.50 square foot, okay? To manage this thing. Okay? Bless you. So, for the leasehold stuff, figure that this job's going to cost $120 a square foot. Asbestos removal is $10 a square foot. Fire alarm. Every device, I've got one fire alarm device every 300 square feet. So what do I mean by that? This is a device, a fire alarm device. A pull station is a device. A horn strobe is a device. One of these devices is every 300 square feet. Yeah.
You said asbestos removal is $10 per square foot?
Yes. And what?
Zero.
Okay. It's one device every 300 square feet, and each device costs $500, including installation. But the head-end system, the work that I have to do on the main system, is going to cost $20,000. Okay. Permits, 1% of construction cost is going to be the permit fee. Okay. The IT cost. If you go to my Poly, you're going to see I posted an IT budget there. You're going to use that IT budget that I posted to do your IT work on this budget. Okay?
Do we have a leaseholder who the person is?
Do I have what?
Who a leaseholder who the person is?
A leasehold.
The leaseholder. Who is the leaseholder?
Who is the leaseholder?
Do we have one?
No. You mean the client or the landlord?
No, you say here you have leasehold.
Oh, leasehold is just an expression for the construction costs. That's all.
Gotcha.
Okay. And by the way, that was Terry Techie that told you where the IT budget was. Okay? Forget. Okay. And now, security. That's Sandy Security. I'm telling you that there's going to be 8 card readers at $2,000 a piece, including installation. And the security guards get $15 an hour. And the security project management for this is 25 cents a square foot. Okay? Now, is that fancy furniture? Fancy. Okay, so here's the cost for all the furniture. The A+ offices cost 15 grand. The A is 12, the B is 7.5. 8x8 workstations are $3,200. 8x6 is $2,700. The carrels are $1,800. The task chairs, that means the chair that the person sits on who's working here. So the people who are, or many people there are, they get, whoever's in a B office or a workstation or a carrel gets a $400 chair. Big shots in the A+ in the A office, they get a nicer chair. Their chairs are $800 a piece. Okay? The guest chairs, each office gets 2 guest chairs. Those are $320 a piece. Each person gets a file cabinet. It's $175 for a file cabinet. The furniture in a 4-person conference room is $3,000. In the 6 to 8 person conference room is $7,000. And in the 10 to 12 is $12,000. The boardroom costs $60,000 to do the boardroom. Reception furniture is $0. I'm bringing that from the old location. Yes.
The conference room, does it cost include the table and chair?
Yeah. All the furniture for the conference room. Yeah, Kevin.
Is any other furniture coming with the reception furniture, or is just the reception furniture the only thing coming?
Everything for reception, like the furniture, I think we had a coffee table in there. We had some chairs in the reception area.
I meant the current people, employees. Is any of their furniture coming?